Welcome to the deep dive, the place where we take these huge, complex topics and really just boil them down into something you can actually use.
Yeah, actionable insight. That's the goal.
Exactly.
Right.
And today, we are stepping into a space that, well, I think almost everyone has a love-hate relationship with. We're talking about the spreadsheet.
Oh, definitely more hate than love for a lot of people.
Right. I mean, if you've ever found yourself just wrestling with some formula, and it feels more like you're trying to read, I don't know, ancient
The
hieroglyphics.
VLO PTSD is real.
It is. Then this deep dive is absolutely for you. We're going headfirst into AI integration in Google Sheets, specifically how Gemini turns that, simple grid into a collaborative powerhouse.
It's such a fundamental shift. For so long, these tools were only as smart as the user. You had to know the arcane language.
You had to memorize everything.
Totally. But now the AI is, it's like your personal assistant. It does the heavy lifting. It solves those really frustrating problems in, literal seconds.
So where did this all start? It feels like it happened overnight.
Well, not quite. Google started putting these little AI touches into Workspace way back in 2021, but things really, really accelerated by 2026.
With Gemini.
With Gemini, which
Yeah.
you might remember was successor to Bard. Suddenly, Sheets could automatically write formulas, it could spot patterns in massive amounts of data, and even, do some basic trend forecasting.
And that's the monumental shift, right?
Mhm.
Moving from having to remember every single comma and parentheses to just asking for what you want.
Yes, it's like the AI went and got a PhD in math over the weekend, so you don't have to.
So that's our mission today.
Yeah.
We want to show you how to use this to get your time back.
And we should start with the biggest data point right away. There was a McKinsey study in 2023, and it found that using AI in spreadsheets can save you up to 40% of your time on repetitive tasks.
40%. Wait, let that sink in. That's almost half your work week.
It's transformative, not just a small improvement.
Okay, so that number, that 40%, it has to be rooted in something real. Let's get into the quantitative edge here, the science behind it.
Right. It's really about dealing with the messiness of real-world data. So a 2024 Stanford paper found that models like Gemini improve precision in analyzing non-structured data by between 25 and 30%.
Okay, hold on. Let's define non-structured data in this context. Are we talking about, like, open-ended survey answers or just columns that are formatted all wrong?
It's both, really. But yeah, think about a column of addresses. Some are abbreviated, some have typos, some use state names, others use the two-letter code. That's non-structured data. It's chaos.
So the AI can just look at that chaos and make sense of it.
Exactly. It normalizes it, it cleans it up with way more accuracy than a human doing it manually. It means you spend less time being a data janitor.
I love that. And you get to the insights faster. The source material had this great analogy for it. It's like having Einstein and a comedian on your data team.
You get the genius without the headache. And this isn't some far-off future thing. Google's own benchmarks say you can boost your productivity by 20% today just by using one of these AI functions.
That's the benchmark to aim for. And it feels like this is becoming less of an option and more of a necessity.
It absolutely is. There was a Gartner study in 2025 that predicted 70% of all companies will be using AI in their office tools by 2030.
70%. So if you're not on this train now, you are going to be left behind.
You'll be the ones still manually cleaning up those addresses.
Okay, so let's get practical. How do you, the listener, actually access this digital brain?
So the main way in is through Gemini. It's baked right into Sheets.
You just go up to the extensions menu at the top, click that, and you should see an option for Gemini. So there's this little sidebar thing too.
Right, and the key thing to understand is that it opens a chat window right inside your sheet. You don't write a formula to talk to it. You just talk to it in plain English.
And you tell it what you want, a formula, a summary, whatever. The basic version is free, which is amazing, but the paid workspace accounts give you more power for, bigger jobs.
Definitely. But before we get to the really advanced stuff, we should probably give a nod to the old glories, the features that kind of paved the way.
SmartFill and Explorer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
SmartFill is just, it's magical for patterns. Say you have a list of names, all in lowercase, and you start capitalizing the first two. It'll just pop up and ask if you want it to do the rest of the column for you.
It's a lifesaver for those mind-numbing data entry tasks.
Yeah.
And Explorer is where the AI starts to feel like a real partner.
Right. You just highlight some data, and it automatically suggests charts, graphs, pivot tables, things it thinks will be insightful.
I actually used it on my own finances once. Just, a messy export from my bank. I highlighted a few months of spending And Explore immediately generated a pie chart that showed I was spending more on lattes than on gasoline.
Ouch.
It was a wake-up call. But it brought that pattern to the surface instantly, without me having to do a single thing.
And that's the power of that 25% precision boost we were talking about. It makes data analysis feel human.
Okay, so that's the foundation. Let's move on to the really powerful stuff. Generating complex formulas just by chatting with Gemini.
This is where you escape the syntax prison. You don't have to remember how to calculate, say, compound annual growth rate anymore.
You can just ask it. Something like, write a formula to calculate the ROI for these investments, using the profit in column G and the cost in column C.
And you can even add and show the result as a percentage. The AI understands intent. It's been trained on thousands and thousands of data sets, so it knows what you're trying to do. It maps your words to the correct mathematical function.
That idea of understanding intent is huge because it takes us beyond simple math and into predictive analysis.
Exactly. You can start modeling the future based on your historical data. For any kind of business planning, that is massive.
So like an e-commerce store.
Perfect example. You can pull in your Google Analytics data, which is easy to do, and then just ask Gemini to forecast your sales for the next 2 quarters.
And how accurate is that?
Well, a Harvard Business Review case study found that similar tools in retail hit an 85% precision rate in their predictions.
85%. That's a number that should make any business owner sit up and pay attention. What does it take to get that, though? Does your data have to be perfect?
It helps if it's clean, but the AI is good at finding the signal in the noise. It sees these subtle patterns like seasonality that a human might miss just by looking at the numbers.
So let's make this real for different people.
Yeah.
For an entrepreneur, you could just ask it to build you a KPI dashboard.
Yep. Feed it your sales, your marketing spend, and say, create a dashboard showing my month-over-month growth versus customer acquisition cost. And boom, it's there.
It's democratizing data visualization. What about for, say, a student in a science class?
Oh, this is perfect for that. Instead of spending hours manually plotting data points from a physics lab, you can have the AI graph it instantly. There was a study that showed this kind of tool improves STEM learning by 28%.
Because you're focused on the science, not the spreadsheet mechanics.
Exactly. And that brings us to maybe the most critical benefit. Reducing human error. We've all done it. You forget to drag a formula down, you miss a parenthesis.
Oh, absolutely. Let's use that party planning example. But say it's a corporate event, 20 different vendors, hundreds of guests. You could tell Gemini, make me a tracking sheet for expenses with formulas to calculate total cost, cost per guest, and highlight anything over $5,000 in red.
And it just appears, fully formed, formulas and all. An MIT review found this kind of integration cuts human errors in calculations by 35%.
That is the difference between a project coming in on budget and a complete disaster.
It's like having a proofreader built into the math itself.
Okay, before we get to the limitations, a quick fun tip from the source material. They say you should try crazy prompts to learn what it can do.
Yeah, that's a great way to learn.
They suggested telling it to make a sheet that simulates a game of Monopoly with an AI deciding the turns. It sounds silly, but it's a really good way to see how it handles complex, multi-step logic.
Totally. But as powerful as this is, we have to talk about the boundaries, the challenges.
Right. And the first one is a big one. Data security and privacy.
It has to be top of mind. If you're using this for your business, you're potentially feeding it sensitive financial info or customer data. You have to be aware of the risk.
So what's the solution? How do you protect that data?
The main thing is to use a proper enterprise-level workspace account. They come with encryption and data governance tools built in, things that are compliant with, GDPR and other regulations. Don't do this on your personal unsecured account with sensitive data.
That makes sense. The next challenge is the learning curve, or really the problem of writing bad prompts.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Right. I remember my first try was something vague like find my best-selling products, and it just gave me the 5 items that sold the most units.
Which is numerically correct.
But strategically useless. It didn't factor in profit margin or cost or anything that actually mattered.
That's a classic mistake. The solution is just practice and being specific. Instead, you'd ask, using Q4 sales data, calculate the net profit margin for products in the electronics category, and show me the top 5. Clarity is everything.
Okay, what about technical limits? Can it handle, like, 1 million rows of data?
In the basic browser version, no. It's gonna choke. It's just not built for that scale.
So what's the professional solution for that?
You have to integrate it with a dedicated data warehouse. In the Google world, that's BigQuery. You let BigQuery do the heavy-duty processing of millions of rows, and you use Sheets and Gemini as the smart, user-friendly front end to analyze and visualize that data.
Got it. So you connect the tools. And the final big one, data quality itself.
Right. The AI is smart, but it's not a mind reader. If your historical data is full of errors or inconsistencies, the AI's output will be too.
It can't magically fix bad data before it processes it.
Exactly. So the mitigation is simple, but it's crucial. You, the human, have to verify the outputs, especially for high-stakes decisions. The AI is an amazing co-pilot, but you are still flying the plane.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Let's summarize the key takeaways. AI in Google Sheets is, it's not a gimmick. It's a true game changer.
It really is. It's democratizing data analysis for everyone.
We've seen that it can save you up to 40% of your time. It cuts human error by 35%. And all of this is backed by some serious research.
It's about getting back your most valuable resource,
Yeah.
your time. Whether you're a student, a business owner, a project manager, it just makes you more productive immediately.
So my final piece of advice is just go experiment. Open Sheets, find Gemini in the extensions, and just start talking to it. But remember, be clear in your prompts and always double-check the results. The AI is brilliant, but you are the boss.
And I'll leave you with a final thought to chew on. Think about the single biggest frustration you have with spreadsheets right now. That one formula you can never remember, that report that takes hours to build. How could one single, well-phrased prompt to Gemini solve that for you today? How much of that 40% could you get back right now?
Go find out. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us. We'll see you next time.